So look, if you're a Muslim that wants to start making over $10,000 per month in a halal way, then you've clicked on the right video. Because this is a full, completely free course where I show you exactly step by step how to start and grow the most profitable and beginner-friendly halal online business model in 2025. So you can literally just copy this process and start making over $10,000 per month online. Because we've entered a new era that the experts are calling the AI revolution, where everything is changing. And there are a bunch of 20-year-olds taking advantage of it to make as much as a doctor every month without having any previous work experience or skills. And if you don't pay attention right now, you're going to miss out on one of the biggest halal money-making opportunities for Muslims that history has ever seen. Ask yourself the question, if Allah made us capable of so much, why do we settle for scraps? Because He says in the Quran, but seek through what Allah has given you the home of the hereafter, and yet do not forget your share of the world. So I'm going to give you the proven 5-step model that Muslims all over the world are using right now to make over $10,000 per month and enter what I call rizq bliss, where money is abundant, but just as a tool to please Allah, not your purpose, where you have true freedom to enjoy what Allah has given you in this dunya, and best of all, you worship Him by excelling in the dunya without sacrificing your akhirah. Just like Amir, a broke student that went from $0 to $5,000 per month in his 3rd week of using this model, or Adam, who made $16,000 in his 2nd week, or Zeki hitting $10,000 in his 2nd month, or even like Sufyan, signing a client that allowed him to quit his job as an Uber driver in his 2nd week. Now, if you watch this video until the end, I'm actually going to give you as a gift a plug-and-play step-by-step tutorial specifically for the 4th step, which is the one that people struggle with the most. And this resource, people usually pay thousands of dollars to have access to, and it includes live examples of me doing it myself. Everything I'm about to show you comes from my own experience of building and running a successful halal online business since the age of 17. I started off lost and scared, with no guidance and no one to help, and I thought I'd never escape the struggle that my family was going through. Like you, I dreamt of saving my parents from financial struggle and never being trapped in a 9-to-5. But I wasted months of my life on business models that were never going to work. But once I realized the trap, and by Allah's mercy, everything changed. In less than 2 years, Allahumma barak, I was able to retire my parents. I made hijrah to the UAE. I was able to focus on my deen, and I ended up traveling all around the world just working from my laptop. And today, Allahumma barak, I run multiple halal online businesses with a team of 13, and we're on track to make over $1 million just this year alone, inshallah. Over the last 5 years, I have tried or seen every single business model out there, and I have seen hundreds of other brothers try as well, some who found real success and some who ended up failing or giving up. And ever since I started out, I always had the question, why is nobody showing Muslims how to start a real successful halal online business? So inshallah, let me be the one to do it. What I'm about to share is truly the best path for any Muslim beginner who wants to find real halal success. But if you can't focus for the next 30 minutes to learn what will change your life, then may Allah guide you, because building a business might not be for you. So the best way to reach 10K per month and beyond is by becoming an AI growth partner. I will show you exactly how it works in just a minute, but here is why this model works so well. First, it's truly beginner friendly, but can scale you far past just 10K a month without much difficulty or complexity. Number 2, it's future-proof. This model won't die out or get saturated like the majority of models out there. Number 3, it lets you take advantage of the AI revolution and use the power of AI without needing any skills or knowledge of coding or technology, but you still get the unfair advantage of being early. And most importantly, it's 100% halal. This business actually strengthens your deen because you bring real value to the world instead of just taking from it. These 4 reasons solve the exact problems that ruin most business models today, and 99% of people that end up failing fall into the trap of starting these business models, like dropshipping, Amazon FBA, SMMA, influencer marketing, crypto, trading, and more, without ever questioning if these models are really built to get them to where they want to be. The truth, These models were designed by gurus to seem easy, but in reality, they are full of hidden problems and roadblocks. Most aren't even meant to take you any further than 10k or even get you there at all. And that is why so many Muslims end up losing money, feeling completely lost, and eventually end up quitting. So before you risk your time and money, let's actually evaluate what makes a real halal online business. One that actually gets you to rizq bliss, inshallah. There are 5 keys you need to consider. First is recurring revenue. You need consistent payments that you're not always chasing new customers. Second, high profit margins. So most of what you earn actually stays in your pocket. Number 3 is real value. This business should make a real positive impact for the ummah. Number 4, is this business truly halal? It can be in a grey area so you're not compromising your deen. And number 5 is long-term vision. Will this business still work in 5 years? And does it build skills and open doors for your future as an entrepreneur? If a business model does not meet all 5, it won't take you to where you want to go. And I'll show you exactly how to make your choice based on these 5 keys. Before we dive in, let's get real. If you want true halal wealth, you need to build a real halal online business. No get-rich-quick schemes like trading or crypto, so that's already off the table. Now, let's break down the most popular business models that beginners get sold on. Let's start with dropshipping. This is where you set up a Shopify store and sell random products from factories in China to customers in the West, without having to own the products yourself first. This may sound great, but the reality is there is no recurring revenue, the margins are painfully thin, usually around 10%, and you are forced to put in more money just to get more sales. Most scholars actually say it's haram as you don't own the product and have to use deceitful marketing tactics. But even with a halal product, all you're doing is trend chasing with no real value or future, and it can be shut down out of nowhere by Facebook or Shopify, which is very common in the industry. Then we have SMMA, or service arbitrage. This is where you sell low-level marketing services like SEO, lead generation ads, website design to local businesses and get a third world country freelancer to deliver those services, taking a margin on top of their fees. While it is halal, the best case scenario here is you'll only get small monthly retainers with low quality clients. It's extremely saturated and you're always going to be struggling just to have a consistent income. There's no real end game, and all you're going to be having is difficult clients that will end up leaving you and small profit margins. Next, we have influencer marketing agencies. This is where you connect brands to influencers as a middleman and take a small cut of what the brand pays to the influencer. It did work well years ago, but now it's oversaturated. The margins are very small and you're just a disposable middleman for these one-off deals. There's no income stability as you're constantly chasing the next deal, and there is no long-term vision of where this business can take you. Last is selling AI agents or starting a local business AI automation agency. It sounds great because it has the word AI in it, but the harsh reality is you're selling something that any third world country freelancer can do for a lot cheaper. And usually it's just small one-off payments working with low-quality local businesses that can't even afford to pay you every month. And honestly, they don't even care about AI. And because all you're doing is setting up AI softwares for random companies, you aren't really developing any skills or experience that will benefit you in the future. The reality is, the money is not in selling AI. Instead, the real money is in leveraging AI to solve problems that before required years of experience or weeks of work to do. So, what would be the ideal business model then? Does it even exist? Well, let's look at our table again and together draw what an ideal halal business model looks like. Now, when it comes to recurring revenue, ideally this model allows you to receive what's called high-ticket monthly payments, meaning you only need 2 or 3 customers to be making over $10,000 per month. Next, the profit margin should be above 70%, so you're keeping the majority of what you're making. This business model should also be providing real value to its customers and creating a positive impact in the world. And of course, it should be completely halal and also strengthen your deen. Lastly, this business should have a clear long-term vision and be future-proof, so you know exactly how you can go on to make millions of dollars in the future, inshallah. Now, with all of the set criteria, I can confidently say that there is one business model that fits all of these keys and more, and it's called being an AI growth partner. Let's break down exactly what being an AI growth partner means and how it works. So if you take the world's fastest growing industries like e-commerce, info products, and softwares, there are countless companies that are already making money, that are looking to tap into different methods of growth to scale their company, usually through social media, but they don't have the team members to do it properly. So they are actively looking for someone that they can trust and can work with long term, that can come into their company and help take their revenue from where they are to where they want to be. And that is exactly what an AI growth partner is positioned to do. So let's break down exactly what it means. AI refers to the way you use simple tools like ChatGPT and all of the knowledge it has to help do the work for you. Growth means you come in as an extension of a company's marketing team, and instead of doing all the work yourself, all you do is utilize simple to use AI tools like ChatGPT to do all that work for you, which means that you don't need to have any prior experience or knowledge at all to get great results for your clients, even if you're a complete beginner. And partner refers to how you work with companies on a long-term basis, getting paid $5,000 to even $10,000 per month, plus a percentage of the company's revenue. That's the secret advantage to being an AI growth partner. Instead of trying to scale up to $10,000 per month with 10 or 20 clients that add a lot of complexity and take up all of your time, an AI growth partner only needs 2 or 3 clients to be making over $10,000 per month in profit. And Adam is living proof of that. He signed 2 clients in 1 week, adding an extra $18,000 to his monthly income in his first 90 days of being an AI growth partner. The best part is the demand for AI growth partners and the services they provide is way higher than the current supply, meaning there is a massive gap in the market, and the people who take advantage of this opportunity will inevitably be successful. And you might think, but I might not be one of those people because I have no idea how to help companies grow. But that is one of the best parts about being an AI growth partner and why it's the most beginner-friendly business model right now. Because AI has all of the knowledge and skills for you, and you can leverage it to do things that before needed years of experience and took weeks of work to do. But now someone who is a complete beginner can do it in a matter of minutes, all by typing in a prompt into ChatGPT, making this one of the best opportunities of the decade. And if you're watching this video, you're actually early, and you have the potential to pocket hundreds of thousands of dollars only if you follow the steps I'm about to lay out for you. So let me show you how to start making money as an AI growth partner through my 5-step copy and paste system. The same system that all of these guys implemented to sign their first $5,000 per month client in a matter of weeks. I like to call it the 5 steps to $10,000 per month in 90 days as an AI growth partner. The first step is the setup. The second step is reaching out. The third step is closing deals. The fourth step is AI-powered service delivery. And the fifth step is automate and delegate. Now, remember, this system is as simple as it can be, but it does require hard work and commitment. As Allah says in the Quran, indeed, Allah will not change the condition of a people until they change what is within themselves. But when you execute this process correctly, you should be able to get 2 to 3 new high-ticket clients per month. Now, at $5,000 per month, that's an extra $10,000 to $15,000 in new monthly recurring revenue each month. That's $120,000 a year on the lower end and $180,000 on the higher end. And remember that with each new client, this compounds, not just with the base monthly payment, but also the percentage of revenue that you take from each client. In my second month of starting, I signed 4 clients within 1 week, taking me from zero to over $20,000 per month just like that. And the same has happened for countless other brothers too, Allahumma barik, like Jack, who made over $16,000 in his first month. To make this much in a regular job takes a lot of qualification, decades of work experience, and slave-like hours. But when you are an AI growth partner, making over $100,000 a year with just a few clients is the norm. So let's talk about step 1, the setup. This is basically where you set up the strong foundations and identity of your business that will allow you to go on to sign high-ticket clients easily. The first step here is to choose your niche and offer. This is where you'll define who you work with and how you help them grow. To make it easy for you, I'll give you the 3 most in-demand and least saturated niches and offers to have in 2025. The first one is actually the one that I went for myself, which is working with e-commerce brands and helping them grow through creating UGC video ads, running those as paid ads on Facebook and TikTok, and finding micro-influencers to become affiliates for the brand. Another industry you could focus on is working with info product companies or online coaches and helping them grow through strategizing, scripting, and editing reels and YouTube videos, and then helping them convert that traffic through sales systems. Finally, you could also be working with software and app companies, helping them grow through creating UGC video ads and running those as paid ads on Facebook and TikTok. Now, why are these the most in-demand niches and offers to have? Well, there's three main reasons. Firstly, these niches are some of the fastest growing industries in the world, with new companies being created every single day within them, which means that you'll have an unlimited amount of potential clients for years and years to come. Secondly, the companies in these industries are already making money and have the potential to grow rapidly, which means they can easily pay you $5,000 per month or more, and you can get great results for them fast. And finally, the third point is that these offers are the methods of growth that these companies are already actively looking for help with, meaning you'll have an easy time sending on clients for high ticket payments even if you're a complete beginner. They don't need to be convinced that your service can help them grow because they already know that, and that's a really important point. What you offer is the key to charging thousands per month, and with the offers I've given you, the goal is always focused on making your clients money and growing their company, which is solving their biggest problem. And that is why they're happy to pay you large amounts every single month. The way to choose which niche you want to go for is to ask yourself the question, which industry would I love to build a company in myself later down the line? And then choosing your niche based on that answer means you'll always have a deeper why for wanting to work with your clients. For example, I always had the dream since I was 17 in the back of my mind to build my own massive e-commerce brand, selling health and wellness products. So that's the exact type of company that I work with. And because of that, I've been developing the skills and gaining the experience that I need to build my own brand later down the line, which makes a lot more sense for me than working with random local businesses like roofing or pool cleaning companies that I have no connection to. After choosing your niche and your offer, it's then time to decide on your agency's name and create your own website. Now, the most important thing that I'll say is to not overthink it. Any name is fine, and you can create the logo on ChatGPT within 5 minutes. You can buy your own business domain, and you can easily create your own website using templates on a platform like Framer. So all you have to do is get AI to come up with the text for each section, and you'll be done within an hour. So you can see how this looks like in real life. This is my AI Growth Partner website, where you can see I work with e-commerce brands and help them grow through social media. Your startup cost should be under $100 for everything that I've just mentioned, and all of this honestly should take you 3 to 5 days max to set up. Remember, momentum is key, so do not waste any time. And as you're doing this, a bonus step is to use ChatGPT to learn about the industry and offer that you've chosen by creating a chat that you ask questions to. You'll learn what used to take people years of experience to learn in a matter of days, and you have a full-time teacher to answer all of your questions for you. So in step 1, you've done all of the foundations, and now it's time to sign a client and make some money, inshallah. This is where you move on to step 2, reaching out to potential clients. There are many ways to do outreach, and back when I started out, I used to waste all of my time trying everything out there. I'd spend hours every single day messaging, cold calling, emailing potential clients, and what did I get in return? Barely any responses and no clients signed for months, and it almost made me quit. But I knew there must have been an easier way to sign clients, a way that didn't need me to just send messages and hope for a response. Instead, I wanted a real system, something that was automated but actually worked to get consistent clients through the door. And through 5 years of trial and error, I've come up with the automated outreach system that I call the money-making machine. The same system that allowed me to sign 4 clients and go from zero to over $20,000 per month in that 1 week, and has allowed all of these brothers to sign massive clients for $5,000 or more in their first month, some even within days of starting. Allahumma barak. Imagine for a second, what would your life look like if even one $5,000 per month client replied and said, let's get started by this time next week? I'll walk you through how to stack the odds of that happening in your favor in the next few minutes. There is no other method of reaching out to potential clients that gets faster and better results than the one I'm about to give you. And like I said at the start of this video, if you watch this video until the end, I'm actually going to give you a module directly from my paid mentorship program that goes through the details of how to set this entire system up. That means you'll literally be able to copy and paste this entire outreach system for yourself. But it looks like this. It starts with sourcing qualified leads, and the way you do that is by simply using free AI tool like GenSpark, entering a prompt like this, telling it to find the exact type of company that you want to work with, and then it will give you a list of potential clients to reach out to just like that, After that, just go to their website and use a tool like snov.io to scrape the CEO or CMO's email address so you can reach out to them directly. And now that we have some leads, it's time to put them in our money-making machine. There's 3 parts to this machine. The first touch point, where we get the lead to ask us to send them a value video. The value video itself, where we build trust and show expertise to get them to book in a call with us, and then the follow-ups to ensure the lead watches the video and then book in a call with us. This is all automated through the power of AI tools like Instantly.ai, which sends emails and tracks them all on autopilot. So all you have to do is log in and check for replies. To set this up, you'll need 3 sequences on Instantly, all with around 7 total emails in each sequence. The first sequence I call the value video request sequence, which is where you send a really friendly email asking the lead if they want to see a video that you've put together with actionable advice to help them grow through whatever it is that you are offering. We'll cover how to make your own video in just a minute, but first, to write your sequences, you can go onto ChatGPT, ask it to act as an expert email writer, and put together a 7-step email sequence for you to copy and paste into Instantly. The first email should look something like this. Hey, first name, I hope you're having a great day. My name is Kasim and I wanted to reach out because I found your company name on Instagram and I loved what you and your marketing team are doing, and I felt obliged to get in touch after I took a look into what your marketing team is implementing on Instagram or TikTok. I took the time today to put together a 5-minute video where I give a lot of actual insights into how you and your team can scale your company through what it is you're offering, for example, UGC and paid ads on TikTok or Instagram. Is this the best email to send it over to so that it reaches the right person? Thanks. This email comes across as friendly, approachable, and it really sounds like a genuine person that just wants to give value. And just so you don't make the same mistake that most people do, here's where your email should definitely not look like. Hi, I'm reaching out because I help e-commerce brands grow through UGC, paid ads, and affiliate creators. Are you currently interested in scaling your brand? If so, let's jump on a call. Let me know when you're available. This just comes across as someone that wants to sell you on something, and the lead is likely to read this and report it as a spam. After your first email, you then have your follow-ups, which are the key to ensure the lead actually sees your email, because you need to avoid the mistake of just sending one email and hoping the lead replies. Because of that, you should have 7 emails within your sequence and set a delay of around 3 to 4 days in between each email. The follow-up should be simple. Friendly reminders replying to the first email so they're all in the same thread. Now that you have got your first sequence set up, it's time to put your value video together. This is a simple 5-minute video recorded on your laptop using a tool called Loom, sharing your screen where there will be a presentation. One of the best parts of this strategy is you only need to film one video and you can send it to every single potential client. For this video, you'll need a simple presentation on Canva with bullet points of advice and some examples of what your ideal client should be implementing. And then use ChatGPT to make a script for you to follow when filming this video going over the presentation. For example, my video gives advice and shows examples of how an e-commerce brand should start making UGC videos to run as ads, and how working with micro-influencers as affiliates will grow their revenue. And at the end of this video, you'll have something called a call to action that gets the lead to book in a call with you using the button next to the Loom video, where you can have your Calendly scheduler link so they can easily find a time that works for them, and then Zoom will automatically set up a link for you to have a call with them. After you've recorded your video once, you can easily send it to every lead using this share link that Loom automatically generates for you. And after a lead replies to one of the emails in the value video request sequence, you can then send them a simple email with the link to the video. Now, the next 2 email sequences that you need are the video reminder sequence and the appointment setting sequence. The first sequence is 7 emails all reminding the lead to watch the video that you sent them, and the last sequence is to get leads that have already watched the video to then schedule a call with you, and you'll know who's watched the video because Loom automatically sends you a notification telling you if a video has been watched. All emails will be simple and genuine, and they should all have the right call to action at the end, which you can get ChatGPT to help you with. Once you have this system set up within 1 to 2 days, every potential client that you put through the money-making machine will be contacted on autopilot. So all you have to do is just sit back and let it work. And that takes us on to step 3, the art of closing deals. Within the first 1 to 2 weeks of getting your automated outreach system up and running, you should start to get potential clients booking in calls with you through Calendly. And this is where you'll follow my simple high-ticket closing method for beginners. This is the exact method that allowed me to close my first ever client for $5,000 per month when I was a complete beginner with no experience or sales skills. And it looks like this. When you start the call, the first 3 to 5 minutes should all be about building rapport, where you want to connect personally with the client. Then you ask them the golden question. What interested you the most to want to book in this call with me? This gets the potential client to tell you exactly what they want to hear and what you should focus on talking about the most. After the conversation goes back and forth, for example, around 10 minutes in, you'll say something along the lines of, I'd actually love to walk you through the growth system that we implement for our clients. And then you'll share your screen and talk through a simple Google Doc that does all of the selling for you, where it will take away any need for any sales experience at all. I'll even make it super easy for you and give you my own sales document that I've used to close clients that pay me over $10,000 per month. And if you stick to the end of this video, I'll give you instructions on how to access it. But back to the video, the sales document that I'm talking about goes through first the downsides of the alternative options that they have to grow their company through the specific method of growth that you offer. For example, hiring low quality agencies, freelancers, or trying to build an in-house team of employees. The goal here is to show the prospect that all of the options they had in mind are not worth doing, leaving them asking themselves the question, well, what will work? This makes them feel like there is no solution to their problem, and then you move on to the next section. Now you go through what I call the growth system. This is your process of how you take the client from where they are to where they want to be through the specific method of growth that you offer. This is the best way to show a potential client what the solution looks like, whilst also walking them through what it is that you actually offer. So in the prospect's mind, they see this as exactly what they need, and this guy they're talking to is the one who can do it all for them. Then you walk them through your pricing by using a technique called price anchoring, where you break down each element of what you offer and give them a high individual price. And then you frame your actual monthly fee as a much cheaper and cost-effective option. This makes the potential client think that paying you a number like $5,000 is actually cost-effective, and you're giving them a good deal regardless of the number that you're charging. After walking through this doc, you can ask them, so how do you feel about everything that I just walked through? Do you have any questions? And all you have to do now is answer their questions, where you can even have AI listening to your call, giving you notes on exactly what to say in real time. After around 30 minutes, when you've walked through your document and answered all of their questions, here comes the best part. 90% of the time, the prospect will be the one to say, this all sounds like exactly what we need, and I'd love to get started. And then all you have to do is send them the link or details to pay you, and you'll have a client closed just like that. You might have heard other people speak about guarantees in their offers and think, don't I need to promise the client that they'll get X result? And that is one of the best parts of this sales method. There is no need to have any guarantees, promises, or even to show past results, because this document sells the client on working with you and your growth system and builds all of the trust that you'll need to close them on the call. Now, let me show you how simple it is to start and scale to $10,000 per month as an AI growth partner with this system. When you set up your automated outreach system to send 50 messages per day to potential clients, after 1 month, you'll have messaged 1,500 leads. Let's say even 1% of those potential clients booking a call with you, all you have to do is close 2 or 3 out of the 15 calls, and you'll be making 10K per month in profit just like that. Allahumma barik. So now that you know how to outreach to and close clients, it's time to move on to step 4, which is AI-powered service delivery. This is where you use simple AI tools like ChatGPT to deliver the services for you, even if you have no prior experience, knowledge, or skills. Let me break down the power of this method of service delivery. Until now, most agency owners relied on something called contractor arbitrage, which is where you outsource the work to third world country freelancers. But here is the problem. Third world country freelancers don't have the knowledge, skills, or experience to be able to do the tasks necessary to help companies grow. They can only do low-income tasks like website design, editing, or Google SEO, meaning there's no way you can rely on them to deliver high-ticket services. And even if you could, you'd end up giving the majority of your profits away to someone that you don't know or trust. So then, what does have the knowledge and skills to be able to help your ideal clients grow and can actually help you deliver your services? How about the most super intelligent technology ever created with all of the internet's knowledge inside its brain? And that's what we call AI tools like ChatGPT. Right now, the true power of ChatGPT is still something that most people haven't been able to tap into. So you have a massive advantage as an AI growth partner to have access to the knowledge of an expert that has years of hands-on experience just by typing in a prompt into ChatGPT. So here's how you can leverage AI to deliver your service without having to give away your profits or waste weeks of your time. Let's walk through an example of how you deliver the UGC creation and paid ad service to e-commerce brands. The first step after collecting all of the information from onboarding the client and inputting it into a chat on ChatGPT is to tell it that you're going to use this chat to create the UGC scripts for your client. You then work with that chat within ChatGPT as if it was your own team member and start getting it to create something like 10 scripts for UGC ads, for example. Then you'd go into platforms like Fiverr and Upwork to find a good creator that can film that content and give them the scripts to film, which you can then put together for a cheap price. After that, you can then create another chat which will be your paid ads expert that tells you exactly what to do, which buttons to press, what to look for, and can get in the trenches with you where you can even share your screen and get it to tell you exactly what to do as you're actually doing it. All you have to do from there is update the paid ads expert chat with the results and it will tell you how to approach the next steps. And that is literally it. It is that easy to do what once took years of experience, and it can now be done easily by anyone using AI tools properly. What's really cool is inside of my mentorship program, I've created a coach bot that has all of my knowledge inside of it, and I give that to my students so they can ask it what to do at any time. And it's as if they're talking to me 24/7, which makes failing to become a successful AI growth partner as close to impossible as it should be. So now that you know exactly how to do the setup, outreach, sales calls, and service delivery, of course now you want to know how to get that time freedom to be able to really experience risk bliss. So you can travel the world, take time off, and not be chained to the business like a glorified employee. And that's exactly what you do in step 5, which is where you delegate and automate. So you can get to a point like the one that I've been in for the last 4 years, where I've been able to travel and live all around the world, road tripped across Europe in supercars with my friends, and even been able to perform Umrah and stay in Mecca and Medina for weeks at a time, all while working from my phone or my laptop. The first step to automating is to use AI to create what are called SOPs, which stands for Standard Operating Procedures. This is pretty much a step-by-step walkthrough of how to complete a certain task. For example, after you've delivered your service once or twice, you can then record yourself doing it with AI, and it will automatically create an entire SOP for someone else to follow so they can do the task in the exact same way. Once you have SOPs built for each task within your service delivery, you can then move on to hiring your first team member, who I call a client fulfillment strategist. This is pretty much someone that you give your SOPs to, and they take care of the day-to-day work to fulfill your service. To do that, all you have to do is go onto hiring platforms like LinkedIn and Upwork, use ChatGPT to create a job post, and jump on interview calls with the best candidates. You can then hire the person that you feel has the best personality and work ethic, bringing them on what I call a low commitment payment structure, which means you never have to pay them out of pocket, and instead you only pay them a cut of the payments you get from the clients that this team member is going to be working on. For example, with a $5,000 monthly payment from your client, if you had a team member doing the day-to-day work for this client, you'd give them $500 and you would keep the rest. So you can focus on just bringing on more clients and overseeing the strategy for your current clients. The more clients you have, the more freedom you have to hire more team members and delegate almost everything. You could even hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines for around $300 per month, which is a full-time salary over there, and they can manage your entire outreach process from sourcing leads to replying to emails. So all you have to do is just take a look at the report that they send you every day to know if you have any replies or calls booked in with potential clients. Once you get to this point, your work pretty much consists of weekly calls with your team members, replying to messages, and then occasionally overseeing the work your team members are doing and directing the strategy you have to help your clients grow. So you can easily take days or even weeks off to go perform Umrah, go on holiday with your family, study the Deen, or perform itikaf just like I do every Ramadan. That's exactly what happened for one of my students, Owen, a 20-year-old who signed his first client on his 4th day of doing outreach and then moved to Bali to live his dream life surrounded by like-minded entrepreneurs. And you can even watch him talking about his journey and how quickly his life changed in the interview I did with him on my channel. Something really important to remember, which is easy to lose sight of when you're starting out, is the long-term goal isn't just to make money. You want to develop the skills and knowledge from helping your clients grow, so then you have the experience and the knowledge to be able to build your own 7, 8 or 9-figure company later down the line. Being an AI growth partner for the rest of your life is not the end goal, but it is the best stepping stone business to make your first $100 or even $500,000 or even your first million. And then you'll be truly ready to go on to build a bigger company in one of the world's fastest growing industries, which is how you can build true halal generational wealth. You see, as Muslims, we aren't just here just to find success in this dunya. What we really should care about is the akhirah and using our money as a tool just to please Allah through giving back to our family, community, and especially those in need all around the world. And that's exactly what the AI growth partner model was built for. That exact mindset is what allowed Jack to go from zero to over $16,000 per month in his first month of starting, or Sufyan, who felt lost, stuck as an Uber driver, to going on to sign his first client on his 4th day that gave him back his entrepreneurial drive and feeling of true purpose. Or Amir, a 19-year-old who was able to quit university after signing his first $5,000 per month client on his 3rd week. Imagine how your life would change if you had the same result in the next 30 days. Now, I know this sounds exciting, but let me be brutally honest with you. If you try to go this alone, you'll probably spend the better part of a year trying to figure out how to make this work. I mean, it took me over a year to see any kind of success when I was going at it alone. And in the last 5 years of seeing hundreds of people trying and failing, I've seen 3 main things that people struggle with. The first being figuring out how to build an offer that high quality clients will actually want to pay you for. The second is actually booking in sales calls with high quality potential clients, because there's thousands of low quality agencies that are messaging your potential clients, and only AI growth partners can actually cut through the noise and get consistent interested clients every day within a week of starting. But the biggest one I've seen people struggle with is actually delivering the services that they are offering effectively and getting real results for their clients, which is a unique process that only AI growth partners have access to, and without it, well, you'll be shooting in the dark. But when these problems are solved, the rewards are definitely worth it, subhanallah. Because the reality is, there is an unprecedented demand for the services that AI growth partners provide, and companies are actively looking for AI growth partners to help solve their problems in return for $5,000 or even $10,000 per month. And there's simply not enough people to supply this demand. So if you ever wanted to be early to possibly one of the biggest opportunities of our generation, then alhamdulillah, this is it. I mean, just take a look at this. These are screenshots of companies that are making millions per year emailing me back, asking if I'd be interested in working with them, even though I was a complete beginner with no case studies or client testimonials to show. And that same day, they signed on and paid me over $5,000 per month. And this is the same experience that every AI growth partner has in their first few weeks of starting. So you can see for yourself, now is the time to take advantage of this new AI revolution by using the most beginner-friendly and scalable business that exists, the AI growth partner model. Because we're at a perfect time in history before too many people find out. And trust me, it won't be long until that happens. So the time to take action is now. So at that point, the question becomes, how can you get results like this and reach Rizq Bliss with your own AI growth partner agency, just like the people I've shown you in this video alone? Well, the first option you have is to take the information that I've given you in this video today and go and try and figure it all out by yourself. You absolutely could try and figure it out by yourself, but the real question is, at what cost? I've given you more value in this video than people receive in courses that they've paid thousands and thousands of dollars for. But take it from me, someone who had to struggle for months, almost giving up and quitting multiple times because of how hard it got with no help. It is not going to be simple or easy, because if it was, everyone would be doing it. The harsh reality I have to make sure you understand is that you will most likely end up losing many valuable months, in some cases even years, trying to figure out everything for yourself. Especially the small things like, what exactly do you say in your outreach value video to get potential clients to book in a call with you? Or what exact prompts do you put in ChatGPT to deliver your services and get good results for your clients? And long term, it's going to be more expensive, especially if you think about all the extra money you could have made in that time. If only you had the exact blueprint on how to do everything from the start so you didn't need to waste any time or make any mistakes. And that is the exact reason that I created the AI Growth Partner Agency Accelerator, a new type of mentorship program where I show you and give you everything that you need to go from zero to over $10,000 per month with your own AI Growth Partner Agency, so you can enter risk bliss, inshallah. And that is your second option, choosing to join the program with some of the fastest and best success stories in the world. That was built by a brother who actually cares about helping you achieve success by holding your hand through every step of the way and giving you not just all of the knowledge and support you can need, but also a brotherhood of like-minded Muslim entrepreneurs that are striving for success in this life and the next. Every success story that you've seen in this video are my students who started in the exact same position that you're in right now, unsure, maybe even skeptical, but willing to take action. And they went through the GPA Accelerator Program, where we take complete beginners and give you the exact blueprint and roadmap to first start your own AI Growth Partner Agency from scratch, then choose and start selling the most in-demand high-value offers, then set up and run your automated outreach system, then close high-ticket clients for 5 to 10K per month, then deliver services and get results for your clients using the power of AI, and then automate everything with your own team. Because the truth is, when you build your business with direct help from an expert who has walked the path that you want to walk, it not only becomes faster and more enjoyable, but it's also much cheaper in the long run. Being able to speak to people who are working in and have experience with the industries and services you want to work with, getting advice and feedback on everything you're doing on a daily basis, you'll not only have more confidence that you'll be able to achieve the financial success that you're after, but also you'll be on the best path to reach risk bliss in the fastest time frame possible. Now, you may ask, why did I create this program and what's in it for me? The truth is, after having the success that Allah blessed me with, I felt lost, unfulfilled, and didn't know what was really missing in my life. And after spending all of my free time for years helping brothers who came to me start and reach success with their own AI Growth Partner Agency, I realized there's nothing that makes me more fulfilled and aligned with my purpose than helping brothers find success. So I voluntarily spent months meticulously building this program to be the most comprehensive blueprint in the world that any Muslim can follow to start their own halal online business, scale past $10,000 per month, and then find their true purpose. My own mission has always been, since I was 17, to find and reach success through trial and error, so that I can one day then give back to people who were just like me when I first started out. And the long-term mission with this program is to create a legion of high-level Muslim entrepreneurs that have all reached risk bliss, so we can give back to the Ummah and change the world together. As the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, the best of people are those who are most beneficial to people. And we already do this, as 11% of all profits from my online education company goes to building schools, mosques and homes in third world Muslim countries. And that's just the beginning of the positive impact that a legion of successful Muslims can have together in the world, using our wealth not as a means to indulge in our desires, but as a tool to please Allah and truly give back to the Ummah. So let's look at what's inside of the Growth Partner Agency Accelerator. Now, the GPA Accelerator is not just a course, it's a completely comprehensive ecosystem which I can guarantee will be the best results-oriented learning experience you will ever have, period. The GPA Accelerator is a combination of 4 key elements. The first is the information and knowledge, which you will receive through the blueprint, a program with over 100 modules built by me that has all of the information you need to build and scale your own AI Growth Partner Agency to $10,000 or even $25,000 per month, as well as level up your mindset and performance to become the best version of yourself. The program is split up into 8 comprehensive phases, where we go through, first, how to set up and build the foundations of your AI Growth Partner Agency to make sure success is inevitable. Next, we go through how to level up your mindset and performance to become an unstoppable entrepreneur and the best version of yourself. Third, I teach you everything you need to know to become an expert in the industry that you've chosen to work in and the offer you're going to be selling. I then teach you how to craft your high value offers and have full clarity on how to sell them. After that, We then build your automated outreach system together, which will be your money-making machine. The sixth phase is where we dive deep into how to deliver the services to your clients and get the best results. Next is where I show you exactly how to hire, train, and manage your own team. And lastly, I show you how to automate everything and remove yourself from the daily operations of your growth partner agency. We haven't left anything out of this program. It walks through everything and answers every single question you could have. And the program is constantly updated with the newest strategies and systems based on what's working right now with my own AI growth partner agencies, as well as with the community of other successful AI growth partner agency owners. The next element of the ecosystem is the 7-figure systems, templates, and SOPs, taken directly from my own AI growth partner agency. So you can almost copy and paste my entire GPA for yourself, so you don't need to waste any time or make any mistakes with your outreach, client onboarding, team building, service delivery with AI, and more. Now, you know what the most common reason people fail with online programs is? They go through a course and inevitably have a lot of questions along the way, but have no expert that can answer them. So they get stuck, end up getting frustrated, and they eventually give up. That's what I call the failure cycle. We make sure none of our students go through this cycle, thanks to the one-to-one expert guidance through calls and our community group chat, where you'll get one-to-one help directly from me, as well as industry experts to ensure you know exactly what to do at all times and never feel lost with signing clients or delivering your services. The last element is the community and brotherhood of entrepreneurs to keep you accountable, share wins, grow together with, where we have 2 Zoom calls every single week, daily communication, and our own exclusive private mastermind community, and even meet up together all around the world to make sure you never feel alone in your journey. A secret bonus element of the GPA Accelerator is an exclusive follow-along series where you can watch me build and scale a brand new AI growth partner agency from scratch, following the program myself, so you can see a live example of someone doing it. The best part is your current situation has zero impact on your chances of success with this business model. The majority of people who join the GPA Accelerator are starting out with no experience, skills, or knowledge, as well as little time to spare, and that's exactly who I designed this program for. So click the first link in the description of this video to apply to be mentored by me directly and join the GPA Accelerator before the limited spots run out. And something important you have to know is this program is not open to anyone and everyone. Every person that joins is carefully vetted by myself and my team to ensure the community is of the highest quality. And I've also set a cap on the number of people that will be let in to ensure the power of this model never dies out and the market never becomes saturated. Because you can see it for yourself, this program is the only place in the world where you can learn how to become a successful AI growth partner. You cannot get this information anywhere else. If you try to search it up on YouTube, you won't find any other videos because I am the creator of this model. So the only question that's left is, are you ready to escape the cycle that you've been trapped in, start your own 6-figure AI growth partner agency, and inshallah, enter risk bliss? Maybe you're like Amir, who was a 19-year-old student fed up with university, wanting to build his own business so he could have the financial freedom to make his dream of building mosques in third world countries a reality, and he signed a $5,000 per month client on his 3rd week. Or maybe you're like Sufyan, our brother in his 30s, who had tried other business models in the past that never worked, and was forced to be an Uber driver when he started his own AI growth partner agency, seeing it as his last attempt at entrepreneurship, where he signed a client in his 1st week and it completely changed his life. Or maybe you're like Owen, a 20-year-old who was working night shifts, slaving away every night, dreaming of building his own business, who closed his first client on his 4th day and moved to Bali straight away. The truth is, it does not matter what position you are in. If you know deep down that you are ready to start, then click the first link in the description of this video and fill out the application form to be mentored by me directly to build and scale your own AI growth partner agency. After filling out the quick form, my team and I will review the application and you will be shown the next steps to join. Keep in mind, this is not free and it will require an investment, but compared to the cost of staying stuck where you are in life right now, the investment is minimal. Just remember, if you have big dreams and you feel a calling inside of you to build a business and be an entrepreneur, that's Allah telling you what you're meant to be doing in life. So have tawakkul, take action, and make those dreams a reality, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.